So the thing that I love about Google is that there's countless different ways that you can make money from it as a complete beginner without having to spend too much money. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So if I just jump onto Google just like this, I'm going to type in a random search term that, anyone would type in if they were searching for information about a particular thing. Stick with me, all of this is going to make sense. So the search term that I'm going to type in is going to be 5 weight loss friendly foods to eat. Then I'm going to click on search. As you can see, it comes back with all of these different results and all of these different websites, but there's this website right here that I want to show you guys. If I just click into it, as you guys can see, it's a super simple article made up of 3 different things. The title right here, the image, and of course, the article itself. When someone clicks into this blog article, they're going to get the information that they're looking for. 5 weight loss foods to eat, leafy greens, lean protein, whole grains, good fats, so on and so forth. But the main point of this website is that if I just click on shop now, as you guys can see on the screen, it's a e-commerce store where they're selling this smart body scale. It's the only item that they've got in their store, and they're using all of these different articles that they've ranked on Google to help them when it comes to getting customers onto their website. So think about it. They don't have to spend too much money or any money at all when it comes to writing all of these different articles. They can use AI tools like ChatGPT, Google AI Studio, DeepSeek, and they've got countless different articles that they're publishing on a daily basis. And you're probably thinking right now, Sam, just because websites like this are publishing all of these different articles, it doesn't mean that they're making money. Well, if I just copy the URL of this website just like this, and then come over to this tool called Zeke Analytics and paste the URL in here just like that, from here, Zeke Analytics is going to be able to show us that in the last 30 days, this store has brought in almost $90,000 in revenue from selling this one single product. And what's even more interesting about stores like this is that they're selling an item that could be found on sites like AliExpress. Because if I just come over here and click on this button, Zeke Analytics is going to be able to show me all of the suppliers that have a similar product available right now. And just by looking at the profit margin sections over here, we can see that they're making at least over $250 every single time that they make a sale. And this is what I want to show you in today's video. I want to walk you through the steps that you need to know when it comes to doing this in the best possible way, and also making sure that you're doing it in the most effective way for you to increase your chances of getting your articles ranked in the Google search results. I've been building stores like this for many years, and stores like this were the ones that allowed me to quit my 9-to-5 job, travel all around the world to various different amazing locations, while still being able to make money even when I was on holiday. Now, one of the first steps that you're going to need to take is decide on what type of store you want to build. There's so many different ways that you can figure this out, but what I've done is I've created this quiz that's going to clarify things and make it a lot more easier, because you're going to get a custom made business plan with a step-by-step checklist. So what you got to do is just access the quiz and answer the 5 questions. Don't worry, they're multiple choice, and it's not going to take any longer than 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes max. So we're going to go through this together, and the first question is, what type of store are you most interested in creating? So you've got these different options. The one that I'm going to go with in today's video is going to be sports and fitness. Then click on next. What type of products do you want to focus on? Of course, this is all going to be dependent on you and what type of store you're looking to build. But for me, I always like to go with everyday items. If I do come across, a trending product that I believe that I'm going to be able to run up and generate sales from, then I would focus on this temporarily. But it's going to be either problem solving products, everyday items, things like that. So the one that I'm going to go with in today's video is going to be everyday items. Then click on next. How many SEO blog articles can you publish per week? If you want to write them yourself, you can completely do that. You can write 1 article, 2 articles, 4 articles per week. But if you wanted to use AI to help you when it comes to producing articles in bulk, then this is the one that you're going to select and then click on next. What is your goal with the blog content? I would say that the best thing to do is focus on building up long-term organic traffic. So that's the one that I'm going to select in this case. And finally, what is your current experience with dropshipping? So if you're completely new, select that. If you're not, just make sure that you select the appropriate one, because it's going to give you the custom business plan, as I've already said, and you want to make sure that it's as accurate as possible. So the one that I'm going to select in my case is going to be, I've had success Now I want SEO traffic. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, it's now come back with this fully detailed prompt. Now don't worry, you don't need to read any of it. You just got to come down here to the bottom line and copy all of the text. Then what you need to do is open up the Google AI Studio. So I've just clicked on it just like this. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. For those of you that don't know what the Google AI Studio is, it's very similar to ChatGPT in the way that you're going to be able to come down here, type something, and it's going to be able to give you a response back. And since we're going to be using Google when it comes to producing blog articles that we're going to rank on Google to get traffic to hopefully generate sales, you're just going to paste the entire prompt in here just like this and then click on run. Okay, so as you can see, it's already started producing the customized business plan right there. And I just thought I'd show you guys this because this is really powerful when it comes to getting a understanding of the main things that you need to focus on. If we just scroll down right here, there's a checklist that's going to tell you what you need to do step by step. And there's also going to be a 30-day action roadmap that you need to follow. And just generally, it's going to have everything you need when it comes to getting this business off the ground. But if we look at one of the first things in the checklist, which is you need to choose a catchy brand name and secure the domain. So you can come up here and get an idea of the different domains that are available. You don't necessarily need to pick the one that's in this list. You can come up with your own one. This is just going to be helpful when it comes to you being able to spark some ideas. The second step is to start the process of setting up your e-commerce store. Now, if you're new to this channel, the way that I'd recommend that you do that is by using this store builder that you can see on the screen. This is completely free to use and it's going to be able to get your website built fully customized really quick. Now, I've had a lot of new subscribers join the channel, so I'm not sure if everyone has seen this yet. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through how it works. So what you got to do is click on build my free store. It should then take you to this page over here where it's going to ask you what type of niche do you want to focus on. Make sure that you select the same niche from the quiz that you just completed. So in my case, what I'll do is click on sport and fitness and then click on done. It's then going to ask you to select two different images, select the ones that stand out to you. Don't worry, you can always change this later on as well. I'm going to select this one and then click on done. What you're then going to need to do is set up a Shopify trial. It's only going to cost $1, and by paying $1, you're going to be able to use Shopify for the next 3 months. The regular price that you would have had to have normally have paid would have been around $29, I think $39 every month. So by using this AI store builder, you're going to be able to get massive savings. So all you got to do is just click on access Shopify, go through the process of activating your trial. There's going to be some last things that you need to do, but again, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes for you to complete. But by the end of it, you're going to have access to your fully built AI store. Everything is going to be managed on Shopify. So you're going to be able to, look at all of the different products that have been loaded to the store by clicking on products over here. You're also going to be able to, of course, access the actual store itself. So if I just go back over to online store and then click on view your store. Okay, perfect. So this is the store that it was able to build for me. As you can see, it is centered around sport and fitness. Everything that you can see on the screen, I haven't had to make any changes to it whatsoever. All of these different products are ready for people to start buying ASAP. And if I wanted to add any product that I want, I'm going to be able to do it with a few clicks of a button. Bear in mind, guys, I'm only showing you this as an example, just to show you how all of this stuff works. If I was looking to take this a lot more serious, I'll definitely look for some other products that I could add to this store. Even if I wanted to add the scale that I saw was selling well at the start of this video, I'm going to be able to easily add that if I wanted to. But let's assume for now that I'm completely happy with all of these different items that the AI store builder loaded onto my store. The next step is to, of course, go through the process of making sure that I do all of the back-end stuff, making sure that I sign up for Shopify payments, I connect my PayPal account. I also make sure that I sort out all of the placeholder text, make sure that I've added the policy pages. There's going to be a couple things that you need to do to make sure that your website is 100% ready for you to start receiving money, because if you don't do these things, then your site isn't going to get ranked on Google. And if you wanted to get a little bit more information on the intricacies that goes into this, of course, use the business plan, and I've got a completely free course that you can check out down below. But once you've gone through that entire process and you're ready to start posting blog articles to hopefully get traffic onto your site, the way that you're going to do that is by going onto the back end of your Shopify store, coming over here to where it says content, and it's going to be over here that you're going to see blog post. So as you can see, I've got no blog post on this website at the moment. And if I wanted to create a blog post, all I need to do is select this. And this is what the interface is going to look like. So I just want to show you what the blank canvas looks like. This is where you're going to add the title. This is where you're going to insert the actual article. You're going to add the image by clicking on this section over here. And you're also going to be able to insert the SEO metadata by clicking on this pencil icon right here. Now, as I already said, you can start writing articles yourself if you want to, if you find it entertaining, you could definitely do that. But if you wanted to use AI to help you, you can either use tools like Google AI Studio, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. There's a number of different options out there available to you, but let me show you exactly what I would do. So if I wanted to write a random article just to illustrate how all of this stuff works, if I just go back over to the Google AI Studio, it's going to be here where I'm going to be able to find all of these blog article title ideas that are doing well on Google because the Google AI Studio has told me so. So I'm going to use this one right here. The best resistant band exercises for shoulder pain relief. So if we just come down here, I'm going to say, write a 1,000 word article with this title. Ensure to include SEO keywords so it ranks in Google and also give me the metadata for Shopify. So I'm just going to click on run and see exactly what it comes back with. Okay, and just like that, it's already started writing out the entire article. And I do need to emphasize that you don't want to just copy and paste it. You want to read through it, make sure that you're happy with it, change things around. You don't want to just use it as it is. That's not going to have a long-term benefit to the website that you're looking to build. But assuming that I've already read through it, I've made some changes, what I'm going to do first is just copy the title just like this, paste it in the right section, come back over to the Google AI Studio, copy the rest of the article, put it in there just like this, remove any sections that don't need to be there, and take a look at the formatting. Also come over here to get the metadata. So I'm just going to copy it just like this, come back over to Shopify, and I'm going to come over here, paste it in there just like this. And for the image, the way that you can get that is by coming over to a site like Pexels. It's copyright free, so you can just come on here, type in the search term for what you're working on. In this case, it's going to be about shoulder pain. So I'm going to use a random image. Let's use this one. It looks suitable. So I've just downloaded it onto my laptop. All you then need to do is just make sure that you've uploaded the correct image for the article in here, as you can see. And that's basically all you need to do. If I just quickly save this and take a look at how it looks, this is what the viewer or the reader is going to see when they land on this website and they want to get information about the article. They're going to be able to scroll through it just like this. And bear in mind that it does need some formatting. I still need to go through it, make sure that I'm completely happy with the way it looks. But so far, I'm sure that you're blown away at the potential of being able to get a side hustle set up really quick by using the power of AI to help you understand what business to build, what niche to focus on, how to get your store set up really quick, and also ways that you can get traffic onto your website super quick by publishing these SEO articles. And I do need to emphasize that things are not going to happen straight away. By no means is this video financial advice, and I'm saying that you're going to be able to get your site built and start generating sales from day one. But by being consistent when it comes to doing all of this, you're going to put yourself in a position where before you know it, even if it takes a month, even if it takes a few weeks, you're going to start to see some traffic coming in. And from there, you're going to start to see sales coming in as well. And it's also important to remember that things are not going to happen from one single article. As you just saw, I just posted this article on my website. It doesn't mean that I'm going to get traffic straight away. It may come from 5 articles, 10 articles, 20 different articles. Again, you need to be super consistent when it comes to publishing articles and also making sure that your store has products that are going to bring you a decent amount of profit. But there is one last thing that I want to end this video on, which is really, really important when it comes to this entire side hustle, which is that once you start publishing all of these different articles consistently and you do start building up traffic, you need to be aware that not every single customer is going to buy from you. And that's why it's important for you to make sure that you've got the right systems in place for you to turn a non-paying customer into a paying one. And the best way that you can do that with the side hustle is going to be with certain Shopify apps. Now, when I say apps, I'm not talking about the apps that you download on your iPhone or your Android from the iOS store. I'm talking about apps that you're going to find in Shopify. That's the good thing about Shopify, is that you can install specific apps to help with certain things. So I'm just going to go through 4 different ones that I'd recommend. The first one is, of course, the AI Store Builder, which is not necessarily an app, but this is the first one that you're going to need to use, which you would have already used for you to get your site built. The next one after that is going to be AutoDS. Now, AutoDS is mainly going to be used when it comes to figuring out which products are selling well, which ones you can add to your store. You can, add products within a few clicks of a button. You can add 100 different products all at the same time. And because AutoDS is connected to various different suppliers, and they've also got a database of millions and millions of different winning products, this is definitely an app that you need to check out. The next app is going to be Omnisend. Now, Omnisend is one of the best email marketing softwares that you can use, specifically when it comes to this business model. The reason why I recommend it is because you can use it when it comes to adding an email pop-up onto your website. And the reason why this is powerful is because when someone lands on your website, as I said, not everyone is going to buy straight away. So you can capture their email address, add them into your Omnisend email database, and from there you can now set up a welcome sequence. You can set up email automations. You could do so many different things when it comes to trying to turn someone into a paying customer. And the final one is ReConvert. Now, ReConvert is really good because you can essentially use it when it comes to turning a paying customer into a paying customer once again. And this might sound a little bit confusing, but all this means is that you can set ReConvert up on your Shopify store. And from there, you can now set up something called an upsell, which means that when the customer buys from you on the thank you page, they're going to see another item that is going to be similar to the one that they bought, and they can also receive a discount with it as well. And this is going to allow them to buy the second item with one click. So just simply by being aware of all of these different automation tools, you can essentially build a passive income machine with a simple side hustle. Now, in this video, I just wanted to give you a general overview as to how all of this stuff works. If you wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down some more details, I kind of fill in the gaps when it comes to doing this, I'm going to leave that video right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this because that video has already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it can help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.